Selangor wants to empower its people through welfare programs, sustainable development and efficient, transparent systems and services. All those are included in the Golden State's first Selangor plan, RS1, which is the framework for mobilizing its policy for a period of 5 years. The plan from 2021 to 2025 involves projects and initiatives worth a total of 212.44 billion ringgit. With that, can Selangor retain its position as the top contributor to Malaysia's GDP? I'm Anita Woo, and this is Money Matters. Currently, Selangor contributes about 24.8% to the country's GDP. Now, with the RS1 planning, the state expects to contribute 30% to the country's GDP. That's by 2025. To speak with us more on the RS1 plan, Menteri Besar Selangor Incorporated Chief Executive Officer Norita Muhammad Siddiq is here with me in the studio. Welcome to the program, Norita. So, Norita, let's begin with the roles and functions of Menteri Besar Incorporated. Since its establishment in 1993, how has its role evolved and has there been any evolution over the pandemic?
Okay, first of all, thank you for inviting us and having me in this program, Money Matters. MBI Selangor is a strategic investment arm for the Selangor state government. We manage the asset and investment of the Selangor state. We have been incorporated for the last 28 years. MBI as a group, we have about 25 active subsidiaries.
Wow.
Yeah. So MBI manages a broad portfolio ranging from technology, which is our subsidiary SSDU and Smart Cell, trade and industry development, which is spearheaded by Invest Selangor,
right.
Infrastructure and utility, property and affordable housing, industrial products, environmental preservation, which is spearheaded by our subsidiary Landasan Lumayan, tourism, Tourism Selangor, education, which is Unicel, right. The private university in Selangor, and last but not least is social economic empowerment. Okay, but basically the role of MBI is to oversight and stimulate the investment of growth, economic growth in Selangor. We also create new economic growth and new jobs in Selangor, as well as to improve the quality of life and also to undertake corporate social responsibility. That will be our 4 main roles.
The CSR as well on top of that.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We are obviously excited about the newest plan that's out there. It's the first of its kind for Selangor. Recently, Menteri Besar Selangor has launched, indeed, the first Selangor plan, RS1 2021 to 2025. Can you elaborate on the purpose of this initiative?
Yeah, I think the whole citizen of Selangor is excited as well. I think this is the first time any state having this kind of strategic document. RS1 or Rancangan Selangor yang pertama. What I would like to quote is during the Chief Minister of Selangor speech in the Dewan during the launching of RS1, he quoted Abraham Lincoln. He says that we must think anew and act anew. We have to think and plan a bigger agenda for Selangor to prepare us for the future. He further said that we have gone through several crises like COVID-19, economic shrinking, flooding, as well as social economic issues. Having said all this, we must be resilient towards all these crises and issues that we face. So hence, RS1 will be the single source document which will act as the state 5-year development plan to guide the state administration for short-term, medium-term and long-term strategies. And it is also a document that will move Selangor way forward to be developed as a smart, prosperous and livable state by 2025. And we must not forget that in Malaysia we have rancangan, now is rancangan Malaysia ke-12. Yes. So rancangan Selangor pertama is actually an extension of RMK12.
This is actually very interesting. I didn't know that. That is an extension. That was a new addition to Rancang Malaysia, the 12th. Okay. Can you tell us more about how, as the GLC of the Selangor State, what MBI's role is in achieving this new target of being 30% contributor to the national GDP by 2025 in RS1?
Okay, your question is becoming more interesting.
We're warmed up now.
Yeah. Okay. MBI as the GLC of state, in RS1, there are 4 strategic themes. Basically, it is economic strengthening, social inclusivity, driving sustainability and smart government. The first trust, economy strengthening. MBI is given the trust by the state government to spearhead this trust, which is the
biggest contributor.
The biggest contributor and the main role.
Yes. The driver of growth.
Yes, the driver. And through all this document, there are about 262 programs and initiatives. From this total of initiatives, 70 of the projects, or 27%, or 1/3 of it, is actually will be delivered by MBI and group.
Wow, 1/3.
Yes. And from the 14 macro indicators that is mentioned in RS1, about 8 indicators, or about 60%, involve economic issues.
Right.
So that shows how important economic strengthening and how important MBI and the group in achieving the trust that been given to us to achieve the target set in RS1.
Thank you very much for that, Puan Norita. We're going to take a quick short break. Do stay tuned as we return with our guest.